Hi everybody! In this video, I'm going to cover present tenses. This is part of the bonus content for the English Functional Grammar course, and I'm really happy to present this information to you because I think that when we look at tenses, we can really see the difference between traditional grammar and functional grammar. So let's make a start. First of all, what is tense? Tense is the part of the verbal group that tells us about the time location of the process. Now, you'll remember from the previous video I talked about process types. Tense tells us the time location of the process. There are three basic tenses: the simple past, the simple present, and the simple future. These basic tenses tell us the time location of the process in relation to the time of speaking. And when I say speaking, I mean speaking or writing. The present tense tells us that the process occurs at the moment of speaking. A past tense process happened before the moment of speaking, and a future tense process will happen after the moment of speaking. In fact, the simple present tense is not so simple because it can actually extend to the past and the future. When this happens, we call it the timeless present. It expresses habits and general truths. So if I say I eat an apple, that means I eat an apple every day. The process is located in a general time frame that started in the past and will continue into the future, but it's expressed in the simple present tense. This is an example of the timeless present. However, if I say I am eating an apple, well, that means that I'm eating the apple right now. This process is confined to the present time frame. In other words, there is a process, eating, which is present or in progress during a present time frame. And that's expressed by am. So we call this one the present in present tense. So here's a little diagram to visualize the present in present tense. In the simple present tense, I eat. That includes the timeless present. And if I say I'm eating, we call that the present in present. Because, as I mentioned before, there's a present action happening in a present time frame. But the present time frame is not fixed. For example, if I say I'm eating an apple, well, the time frame is right now at the moment of speaking. If I say I'm reading an interesting novel, well, that time frame is longer than the time frame of eating an apple, and it probably takes a week or a month to finish reading that novel. So in I'm reading an interesting novel, the present time frame can be a month. And if I say I'm doing a course in linguistics, well, maybe that present time frame is longer. Maybe that's more like a year. So let me talk a little bit more about the present in present tense. It's formed with a finite and a predicator. The finite is always is, are, or am. It's a present form of the verb be. and then there's an ing verb after that, such as eating. Now you might recognize the present in present tense by a different name. In traditional grammar, the present in present is often called the present continuous, but it's not really continuous at all, because, as I have shown, the process will not continue into the future. And this is why I use the term present in present, which is what it's called in functional grammar. So which present tense should you choose? The answer depends on the context and the process type. For action processes like eat and hold, the regular tense is present in present. This is because the present in present tense expresses the action happening at the time of speaking. So if someone says, "What is he doing?" they mean, what is he doing now at the moment of speaking? What is he doing now? He is holding a bird now. So you can see that doing and holding are action processes, and the present in present tense is the regular or the default tense for this process type. We can call this tense unmarked because, as I say, it is the default tense. It is the tense that usually goes with action processes. But on the other hand, the simple present tense is the non-regular tense selection for action processes. If we take the same question and change the tense, what does he do? Well, now it doesn't mean at the present moment, it means in general, or the timeless present tense. The answer cannot be he is holding a bird. The answer must be he holds a bird, which is also the timeless present tense. Now this is an unusual example. The action process holds is in the simple present tense. It means that someone's job or occupation is to hold a bird. I can't think of a job like this. Can you? So the grammar is not impossible, it's just unusual. It means that if we use the simple present tense for an action process, there must be a special reason for doing it. Maybe somebody's job really is to hold a bird all day long. So when we use the simple present with an action process, we can call this non-regular tense the marked tense. And so here's the beginning of a table. Now that we've understood unmarked and marked tenses, let's look at some other process types. Mental processes are the opposite of action processes in terms of tense. So if I say, "I think it's a good solution," that means it's my general opinion at the time of speaking. But if I say, "I'm thinking it's a good solution," well, that means that I'm beginning to think it's a good solution, and this means that my opinion is just starting to form. So we can add mental processes to the table. Relational processes are similar to mental ones because they also have an unmarked simple present tense. In the sentence, "He is unreasonable," that's the timeless present, so it means he is unreasonable every day. It's a general truth. But if I say, "He is being unreasonable," that means that the process is temporary, the process is limited to the present time frame, and it's the marked present in present tense. It means perhaps he's acting out of character just for today because maybe he's very tired. So now the table looks like this. We have action processes. The unmarked tense is the present in present. For mental processes, the unmarked tense is the simple present. And for relational processes, the unmarked tense is also the simple present. So that's it. In this lesson, I have shown you 3 process types and their marked and unmarked present tenses. I've also mentioned that the simple present tense can have 2 meanings. It can be the timeless present tense, and it can also be a present time frame. The present time frame can cover a short period of time, such as the moment of speaking, or a longer period of time, such as a week, a month, or a year. Here's where I got my pictures from. If you have enjoyed this lesson, please let me know. Leave me a rating, leave me a comment, and please tell your friends. The more people who know about functional grammar, the better. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video.